Hello, and thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. How is everyone today? Hi, Randy. Hi, Monica. Oh, yes, Monica, you caught me live. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I have a lot going on here. Hi, Denise. A lot to show you and also to talk about. So we are going to get started. I just wanted to make sure everybody, I'm on. I'm good. All right. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Again, Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. I'm going to flip the camera so we can get started because, like I said, I have a lot to show you. Okay, so first up, I want to remind everyone that today is the last day to sign up for my online class, Hello Ladybug. Here's 2 sample cards that I did with this. Your cards will be different. So in the description later on, you'll see what you get. But today is the last day. I've been talking about this for a month now. So today's the last day to join this online class. Hey, Karen. Hi, Carmina. Hi, Joyce, Catherine. I hope everyone's doing well. The other thing I want to mention is also Hugs and Kisses. The Paper Pumpkin, that's the last day for that today. We have a new promo coming up. Let me just bring that in. And if you are a demonstrator, you can get these now. If you join my team, you can pre-order these. This is a set all together that's coming out next month for customers. Okay, you got new blends, all skin tone blends, which I love. This stamp set and dies, which are inside here. So that will be coming available for customers next month. But if you join my team now, you can pre-order that. Oh, let's see. I had to make myself a list. I have so many things going on. So also, if you'd like to place an order with me, you go to Stampersdelight.com. Use this host code. If you'd like to order the mug that I just showed or my new PMS sweatshirt or t-shirt, PMS means purchase more stamps, you can go to the apparel shop, which is Stampersdelightshop.com. All the links are below when I'm done. You know I'm doing giveaways from now until my birthday, which is February 4th. Rose Ruddy, I announced you one last week. You have a couple days left to contact me with your address. I will be giving away another item tonight, which I will post later on. Okay, so something fun and exciting I want to show you, and I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work, okay? So hopefully you can see this screen, and it says Sweet Alicious Fun Fold Club. This is a new club that Donna Gray from Australia and I are collaborating on. And what you're going to get is each month you will get a tutorial with 2 fun folds. Donna will do 1 fun fold, I'll do the other, and we're each going to do 3 projects with that fun fold. So for February, we picked Sweet Talk. And for $40 US, you're going to get the Sweet Talk Designer Series paper, the Real Red Ribbon, iridescent rhinestones, the link to the Facebook page for the projects, both mine and Donna's. And don't worry if you're not on Facebook, we will email it to you. For the US, that's $40. So you would sign up for the club. It's $40 each month. We will showcase and do a fun fold, a Sweet Alicious, for each suite that we have. So for January, we're doing Sweet Talk. For February, we're doing the Artful Layer. We will have more information on that, but if you, coming out this week, if you'd like to join that club, for US, you're going to contact me, Stampersdelight.com. For Australia, you're going to contact Donna, stampingwithdonnag.com. Okay, so again, that is our new Sweet Alicious Fun Fold Club. We collaborated a couple years ago and we're doing it again. All right. I'm almost done with all these little shout outs. So a couple shout outs that I like to always show cards that I've received. So this is from my friend Yvonne. Thank you, Yvonne. Oh, yes, thank you, Bree. Bree's glad we're teaming up again. We are too. We had a 2-hour talk yesterday. And this is from Dale Hampshire from Canada. He headed up our demonstrator council, and he was so sweet. Thank you so much, Dale, and thank you, Stampin' Up, for allowing me on that demonstrator council. We got a nice little pin here, and then we got these, well, everybody got one, but of course mine says Rose, so it's mine. It's a nice little journal book. Look at that. So thank you so much, Stampin' Up and Dale, for that. I really appreciate it. I love it. Okay, so Friday morning, I showcased the flowering tulips, and I showed you a peekaboo fun fold with that peekaboo slider card. Today, what I'm gonna showcase is the tulip fields. I do have another fun fold, and just so you know, that can be found on page 14, 15, and 16. Remember, it is celebration time, so when you order the suite, you will get free items from the celebration catalog. Okay, so I am going to be showcasing tulip fields, but I did want to show you what we did with that last week. And also, if you follow my Scrapbook Sunday 101, I did do a scrapbook page with these also. So this was the layout that I did on Sunday. And lo and behold, this was not planned, but there's Donna. And there's Donna. This was our trip to Greece with Stampin' Up. So this has both dies from both sets. And it was a 2-page layout that I did. And that is actually a picture from a calendar that I had. And I just fell in love with the picture, and it happened to be Mykonos, Greece. So I made that my 2nd-page layout. Hi, Winann. So again, that is using this suite, which I'm going to be showing today. All right. So on Friday morning, I showed you this card, which was using both suites. So it was using that windmill, and then, of course, the dies from the flowering tulips. So I played around with this new set. Let me just show you. The stamps are not in here. Here's the dies. Here's all the dies. I love the little bicycle. Here's the dies that go with it, and here are the stamps. The next card that I did with that is right here. And that one's pretty cool. I know this looks like a Christmas tree when you look at it, but it's not, trust me. Okay, so look at this. You could make it a Christmas tree, I guess, of flowers. And then this piece. And later on, I will show you how to line that up. So basically all that was is you lined it up this way, and then you inked this part in different colors, and you went around there, and you made your field of flowers. Hi, Molly. So here is that card. This is one that I wanted to play around with, and you can see, whoop, just get my fingers aren't working. There's the die, and there's some cloud dies. Cute little card, birthday card. So that was another one I did with that. Then let me just show you. So I took the same idea, because sometimes I like to do that, and I used basically the same idea, but instead of doing the stamps, I used the designer series paper that has the field of different tulips. You love this set? I know, who doesn't, right? So really, it's the same layout, changed up a little bit because of the designer series paper versus the stamps. Now that is a little light there. I didn't press down quite hard enough. The Stamparatus works very well with this. I freehanded it. I didn't use my Stamparatus. I was being lazy. Yes, I get lazy sometimes too. So again, that is, those are the same cards, basic layout, okay? And there we go. All right, so let's take a look at the next one. This is what I'm actually going to show you today. It's another slider card. So here's the first one that I did. And you can see I used the smaller windmill. And let today be the start of something new. So this is my fun fold for today. And there's that beautiful window pane ribbon. And you slide it out. Just be careful when you do a slider card if you put these little doodads on there, because they do tend to get in the way. So this is the slider card that I'm going to show you today. What do you think? Oh, Molly, I know you wanted the other slider card, but check this one out. And of course, the happy birthday, I wanted birthday cards, and it was too wide for this, so I just did it at an angle. There's nothing says it has to be straight. Nothing written in the books that says it has to be straight. Okay, so that is another card I did. And then here is another one that I did. This one, I used the dies. Okay, and you can't cut, you have to make sure you leave that open so that it slides. And this one just slides across here. Now when you slide that one across, you have the tree behind it with the little bicycle, and there's little tulips in the bicycle. So there's another slider card. This one I didn't put the ribbon on. You can do it either way. Thank you, Randy. And then here is the third one that I did. Again, I used the ribbon to pull it. And this is more of a scenery. And here you can see that I used some of the tulips from the flowering tulips. So this is a cute little slider card. And that's what I'm going to show you tonight. Before I do that, I'll show you one more thing I did with it. Let me bring the catalog in, because I'm going to show you where I got that idea. Okay, so in the catalog, and don't forget to use the catalog. You like the slider card a lot? Thank you. Is really where you can get a lot of ideas from. So this is where I got the idea from the one card. Let me just show you. I got this idea from here. Okay. And then on this one right here is where I got this idea. And I just changed them up a little bit. Okay. And then, of course, I did the same kind of idea, but with the designer series paper. So I do use the catalog for ideas. And then when you flip this, was it here? Oh no, it's on this side. Okay, so on the front of the catalog, you see this card. And I thought, that is such a cute card. And you could actually make it to like a picture frame. And then I remembered in my stash, we all have that stash we forget about. I had this picture frame. I can't even tell you how old this thing is. It's like one of those paper mache kind of things. And what I did was I made this. So this is stands up that way. And this is to give somebody for their birthday. Doesn't have to have a picture in it. It says, no one deserves a happier birthday than you. And this could sit on somebody's desk. You can see I got the little fence there. So let me just flip the camera for a second so you can see it this way. So again, it's a picture frame. And all I did, flip it back. All I did was I cut out a 5x7 piece of designer series paper. I cut out it with an X-Acto knife here, the circle, and then I put a piece of white cardstock behind it, kind of measured where I was stamping, stamped all the sentiments and everything I wanted there, and then I added, you can see I got some butterflies up there. I've got that cute little bicycle. So that is something I think somebody would love to get as a card. You could always sign it on the back, and they could leave it on their desk. Okay, so I think that's it to show you for now. Let's get started stamping here. Okay, so all of these are marked. All the dimensions will be in the description when I'm done. You're going to start with a piece of cardstock 5.5 by 8.5. Okay, so it's a regular piece of cardstock like we always use. Let me get out my paper trimmer. And then what you're going to do is you are going to score it at 1/2 inch, whichever way is easier for you. Okay, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, which is right here. Okay. And then we're going to go in and score it at 4.5. Okay. And that's the start of your card. Now we are going to fold it over. I will need this again, but I want to get this really burnished good. Okay. Good morning, Nicole. Thank you. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and burnish this. Okay, so when you're done, it's actually going to flip and glue in that side. Okay. All right, I'm going to bring out my card here. Trust me, I forget these things sometimes. Okay, so now, this piece right here, I'm going to use some tear tape because I want something really, really heavy duty on there. So I'm going to grab my tear tape. And I'm going to put a piece right here. Just like that. Okay. This is where I'm going to be cutting. So the next thing I'm going to do, and I like to do 2 things at one time. I'm going to take a piece of designer series paper, which is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. Remember, I will have all of these down on the description for you later. And what I'm going to do is, because the card is going to go this way, I'm going to glue that down now. It's just easier for me. I mean, if you want to measure each piece separately, you can. But for me, I like to do it the easier way, which I find that easier. Hello, Karen. Okay, so I am going to put that right here. Okay, so when I slide that, it's going to look like that. Okay, so on the front piece here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this in, and I think I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so I'm going to go to the 3 1/4. There's, I'm sorry, 3/4, 3/4, which is right there. I'm going to bring that in. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to bring in, this is my cutting blade, okay? I am going to go 3/4 of an inch in. And then I'm going to find 3/4 of an inch right here. And I'm going to slide that down to 4 3/4. It could be hard to see, so I use my nail a lot. If you don't get it all the way down, okay, you can use your paper snips, and I find that an easier thing to do. Okay, so there's my slit for that one. And then I'm going to bring it into 4 and, oops, turn it around here. I'm going to bring this into 4 3/4. And I'm going to do the same thing on that side. This paper could have been up a little bit further, but that's okay. I'm going to bring it into, again, this side now, I'm measuring 4 3/4. Same cut though. Start at 3 1/4 and bring it down to 4 3/4, just like that. What I was talking about before is you can cut this piece first and then this one, but I like to do it that way. To me, it's easier doing it all at once. So there's the start of my card. All right, so now the next piece, this really isn't as hard as it looks. Your first time with me. Oh, well, thank you, Susan. Okay, so the next piece you're going to need is a piece of 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. All right, so this piece is 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. And the 4 3/4, which is right here, you're going to move that to the 2-inch mark. And this might seem a little strange, but it won't be when you say. So you go to the 2-inch mark, slice that up, and just leave a little bit, just like this. Okay? And I'm going to show you why. I like to do it step by step. because this piece is actually going to go in here, and you're going to weave that through. Now you can actually make this window size any size you want. Okay, this one's a little bit smaller. Actually, it's a little bit wider than I had before, which I kind of like. Okay, so that's what makes your slider right there. You see that? Pretty cool, right? Okay, and the next piece you're going to need, and I cut 2 of them just in case. The next piece you're going to need is 2 3/8 by 4. Now your 2 3/8 by 4 actually fits behind here. And when this is all together, when you pull this, now remember, I don't have it glued yet, so if this is glued down, when you pull this, that piece will slide across. Make sense? Okay. So let's see how we're going to decorate this. I haven't decided how I was going to decorate this yet. So this is the one I did. So let's do some sentiments first. Let's see. I'll use the love you so much. I'm thinking I really want to have this guy on there somehow. Okay, but we got to be careful where we put him because you got to make sure it's going to be able to move. So he might be too big, but let's give it a try, okay? All right. So let me try this first. I'm going to bring in these pieces. Like I said, I haven't figured out what I wanted to do with this. I just wanted to show you how to do the slider card. That's really all there is to it, believe it or not. Okay, so here's these pieces that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the dies first. I love this guy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a really different kind of looking windmill. Okay, so I'm going to use the purple there. And I have my die cutting machine off to the side here, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut that so it doesn't jiggle the table or anything. Just because I have so much stuff on my table. I think I might be able to get it to work. If not, we'll have to use the smaller one, but I really wanted to use this windmill because I absolutely love it. Okay, so here's that piece. Now I'm going to take this piece and I'm actually going to do it on the, this is Gorgeous Grape. I'm going to do this on the crumb cake, but what I'm going to do with this one, because there's a lot of intricate pieces, and you hear me talk about our adhesive sheets all the time, and I know I don't show them as often as I should, but I'm going to do that tonight. Okay, so for this piece, I'm just going to pull that off. This is my sticky piece. I'm going to put him right there. Okay, this is our adhesive sheets. And then I'm going to cut this one so that the sticker pieces are, I don't have to glue them down. There'll be sticky stuff on them. So let me just run that through my Big Shot or my embossing machine. Yes, I still call it a Big Shot. Okay. I don't know how I get so much stuff on this table. So when I pull that off, there is my guy or girl, whatever this little thing is. And now what I want to do is I want to make sure that I get all those pieces off. So I'm going to bring in my mat and I have the old die. Oh, here's the new die brush. Okay, on the back of take your pick tool. I'm just going to do that. Do this. So this is how you get all those intricate pieces out. And the thing I love about, now you see all those pieces that didn't come out, just grab them, roll it around a little bit. But what I really like about this, and I have to put these away because so many times I lose my dies. When you start peeling this off, some of those pieces that you don't want, they'll stay right on the back, you see? Look at that. A couple of them will still stick, but look how many of them stay right on the back of that. The adhesive sheets are wonderful. Okay. And then I think there's only 2 that didn't come out, so we'll just pop those out. Just put that on here. I have a purple windmill. There we go. Now for this one, I'm going to use my soft suede, and I'm just going to run that windmill part through here. So Stampers, question for you. Would you rather see me run it through in front of you and have the table move a little bit? Because I know sometimes it makes the table jump, and people say they have a problem with, you know, seeing it. So that's why I'm doing it off to the side. I will do whatever you want. I'm easy that way. Okay, now you might be asking, why didn't I use the paper or the adhesive sheet with this? Well, obviously, the reason is I don't want these pieces to stick onto my card. So we're just gonna, and we're probably just gonna set him aside for a second until I see if he fits or not. I'm gonna make him fit somehow. I think I can do it. What do you think? Do you think I can make this fit? I'm going to try like heck. Okay, well, what would have been smarter is I got my brush right here. Oh, boy. Okay. Actually, what I should have done was just rolled it through. But, and also you can just use your mat to poke it. Then they stick down there. I actually find this very relaxing. I know that sounds crazy. But just sitting here poking those things through, it's like... Okay, one more little piece there. Okay. So we're going to set him aside for a second. And we're going to do some stamping. Because I want to make sure of where I want everything. So I'm going to... What I'm trying to do is see if I can have him... Oh, you know what? Yeah, I can. I can just have him glue there. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I figured it out. All right. So this piece right here has to go behind here. And you want to make sure that when this piece is pushed all the way back, they line up. So you don't want that little piece of white showing. So make sure he's all the way over here. I'm going to go ahead and, yes, I am going to glue it down before I stamp. You can do it any way you want. But I am actually going to glue it down first. If I make a mistake, oh boy. No fixing that, huh? You'd be surprised. I could fix it. Okay. The reason I did that is I just want you to see the mechanism. That's what's more important to me right now. Okay, so this is going to slide this way. Now you might be asking, well, what about that flap there? Okay, well, what you're going to do with that flap is, I'm going to flip it over. We're going to make sure it's straight. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some more of the tear tape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a piece of tear tape right here to hold that in place. And you can see that this one's a little bit smaller the way I cut it, which is okay. Off to the side is fine. Yeah, I think so. And I'm just going to take, I'm going to cut that in half, okay? I really need a small piece. So I don't want that to stop my mechanism, but I do want it to keep these two pieces together. So I'm just, and I'm not taking that off, okay? That stays on there. That's so you can pull this. All right? All right, so just because I want to show you how this whole thing works, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Would I stamp everything first? Probably. Then I'm going to fold this in and close that. There's my card. Okay, and there's, when you pull it, that's how it looks. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I want to put him, I think I'm going to put him right here. I don't know why I keep calling it a him. And in order to do that, I have to make sure that he'll slide. He should long as I don't glue anything down. Let's give it a try. So if he's going to go here, I'm going to put some clouds up there. Hey, this is a card on the fly. I don't know how it's going to come out. I just showed you how to make the slider card. So let's put some clouds right here. Behind it. A couple more maybe. A couple big ones maybe. Okay. You love it? Thanks, Bree. A couple more. Maybe one little one in here. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that back in. He's going to go right on here. Before I do that, I have to actually put my little brad in there. So I'm going to line that up. Now, these brads are in our annual catalog. And if you watched my Friday morning, you saw that I also used them on that. And I want the little round one, which is right here. Trust me, if he doesn't move, I'll be pulling the card apart. How many of you done that before? Okay, so we're going to put him right here. Just like that. Oh yeah, he's going to be fine. And just to test it out, let's just pull it out. Yep. So I'm going to glue him down. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Definitely share my videos. Share my videos, share away. Okay, so there it is, right? Now, on this side, I want to have a sentiment. So I am going to use, let's see. I'm going to stick with the purples. I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape, though. I want it darker than my purples. Okay. And I'm going to use the Let Today Be the Start of Something New. And I am going to stamp right inside there. Just like that. And then on this side, when I pull it, you just have to make sure you pull it straight. Okay. Which I just did. Okay. And this one's going to say, just thinking of you today. Okay. And then when you pull it on this side, it's going to have the happy birthday. But before we do the birthday, I'm going to bring in that ribbon, the window pane ribbon. I was on my other table working on my retreat. Normally I don't move stuff off of this new table, so I'm not looking for everything. But I only have one pair of ribbon scissors. Okay, so now I am going to put this, and I like to put the ribbon down first and adhere that so that I know where I'm going to be stamping my project. Now I do have a stapler in here, so I'm going to staple this. You could also use on this one, let me just show you. On this one, what I did, instead of using ribbon, I used a small hole, round punch, half a round punch, or our dies, and you can use it that way. Okay, you can pull it out that way too. Your sister lives in Holland? Oh my gosh, she would love a card, I'm sure, like this, right? Okay, and I'm just going to take that, and I am just going to use this, and I am going to staple that in there. Okay. And again, I'm making this a birthday card. And because the happy birthday is too wide, okay, I'm going to do it at an angle. There's nothing says you can't do that. Or, let me give you another way of doing it. What you could do, let me put that back in there. You could put another piece of white cardstock, and I'm just showing you what you can do, a couple of alternatives here. You could put a piece of white cardstock in the back and put your happy birthday and your signature there. Okay? So, look at that. Pretty cute, huh? But we're not done yet. I have to have it. I have to have that little, cute little bicycle. And so when I show you these, you got the bicycle and all these little pieces. So you can cut the clouds out like I did. And these are for the fence. And then you have these little tulips right here. So what you can do, and I'm going to show you, let's see, we'll do a brown bicycle and pink tulips. So I'm going to cut the bicycle out. And the tulips I'm going to cut out. Okay, so I'm going to cut these two out and show you how well they work. Now, the adhesive sheet would have been perfect for the bicycle, but since I'm not sure where I'm putting it yet, I didn't want it to have too much glue on it. So there's a little bicycle. And then I'm going to go and I am doing the little flowers, the tulips, which are so cute. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up. Share my videos. I'm doing this full time now, Stampers. So you're going to see a lot more videos, hopefully soon, and a lot more classes, like the one with Donna and I. Okay, so there's that die. And then here are the little tulips. Okay, so let's just bring this in. Try to get these out. Yeah, I don't think I wanted him glue on the whole thing for him because I'm not sure where I'm putting them yet. So I'm just gently rolling that. They fall out pretty easy. And the ones that don't, you can just poke out. But the adhesive sheets are great if you're going to lay it all down. Okay, so we're just going to get those pieces off here. And you can see my mat that I use. I keep in one of our cases. Works out really well. All right. So wherever you're going to put this, you want to make sure that it's still going to move. So we could actually put it right here and only glue those pieces down. You just have to be careful that it's not going to be in the way, which I think that might be in the way. So let's see where else we could put it. We could put them right on. I'm going to try it. What do you think? He might work. He might not, but we'll try. I just want to use him because he's so cute. Oh, you know what? No, we'll put him right here. There we go. Oh, thank you. I don't think I'm a genius, but I do love what I do. Okay, so in this instance, I could have used that adhesive sheet because now I've decided to put this right here and lay it flat. But since I didn't use the adhesive sheet, we'll go with the Tombow or liquid glue. Okay. Whoop, a little too much there. It's all right. I do want them to lay down, but not that much. Okay. You just have to remember, whatever you do with this, you want to make sure that those mechanisms can still move. So we're going to push him all the way out of the way. And we're going to tuck him right under here. And that should work. Now, with these little guys, what you can do, which is pretty cute, is you can just snip like 3 of these. Right? I'm just going to use my liquid glue. Put a little tiny dab. A dab will do you. That might be too... for you young people, you wouldn't know what that is. That was a commercial years ago. And I'm just going to put those 3 little tulips that are on my finger. I'm going to put them right back here. Let that dry for a second. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Okay, now we have those cute little butterflies. I'm going to use a couple of those. So I'm going to put one here. Where'd he go? He was on the bottom. There he goes. And one there. And maybe one right about here. I don't want to put any on the inside because I did find with the other card, it does sometimes get in the way of the mechanism. Okay. So now what you have is this card. Okay, and I'll have still shots at Stampersdelight.com. If not tonight, tomorrow. So you could also, if you wanted to glue this part down, you could, but it's easier for the person that's getting it to pull it apart, or not pull it apart, pull it like this. So there you have another slider card. Let today be the start of something new. Just thinking of you today. Nobody deserves a happier birthday than you. What do you think? Did you like that slider card? And of course we need an envelope, so let me grab an envelope. No naked envelopes. Is there a way to make the sails on the windmill turn? Yeah, actually, with the brad, they do turn. But what you want to do when you do that is don't push the brad very tight. So when I put the brad through, I pushed it, let me just show you on a bigger one. I pushed it really flat like this. If you want that windmill to turn and you use a brad, okay, what you're going to do is leave a little area there, in between there, right here. I don't know if you can see it. My fingernail is there. So that it turns more. I didn't want this to turn too much, although it does. But you can see with the brad, it does turn. Okay, I'm going to bring in one of the other stamps. And again, my card, I have a purple windmill. So I'm going to use the gorgeous grape. And I'm going to make a purple windmill there. And then one on the envelope. Whoop, there we go. So there you have another slider card. This is called a window slider card. Friday was the peekaboo window card. Really not hard to make. And again, I want to show you something in case you didn't see it. You see where these slits are? This is a little narrower than this one because I did these and then I tweaked them a little bit. So I'm giving you the directions for this one, which basically are the same, but you can move your slits in or out however wide you want them. I hope that makes sense. Okay? Thank you, Denise. So let me just do a recap and bring in the cards again so you can see them. Again, I will have everything on here, on the description when I'm done, and the still shots will be up by tomorrow. Let me just get these little guys out of the way here. Okay, so this is the slider card that we made. Here's another one that I did. You can see that you know, I just used different ideas. We have this one where I didn't use ribbon. I used the pull right here, and tucked behind there is that cute little bicycle. And then this one, again, and now this one I didn't use any designer series paper around it, and I just thought I liked it better with the designer series paper. So I added that piece of designer series paper, which is going to be in the description I give you. The measurements, okay? Hello, Julie. Oh, thank you, Carol Ann. And then, of course, we have this one. And this one I cased from the catalog. And again, this one. And even though I love the slider card, I was really happy with the way this came out. And this is, again, a photo frame that I had. I don't even know where I got this. Probably at a yard sale or something. I mean, it was old. But I just repurposed it. The other thing I do want to mention I used on the bicycle is our classic matte dots for inside the wheel spokes and the brake area right there. I used our classic matte dots. All these items will be in the description. Just give me about an hour. Okay. Hi, Linda. Thank you. Who says things should be colored as they are? That's right. I like your way of thinking, Nicole. So again, thank you so much for tuning in with me. I will be live again Friday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time. I'll be back with you next Monday. I know it's a holiday in the U.S., Martin Luther King Day, but I will still be on. Okay, don't forget to check out my classes. Don't forget to look for your name. I will be pulling a name from the comments tonight. So you want to comment, you want to share, you want to subscribe. It gives you more chances to win a little freebie prize. I'm going to be giving out prizes every couple of days or so until my birthday. But let me show you what I'm going to give away on my birthday. Okay, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so you saw my mug. I'm going to take a sip of this. It's 100% whiskey. No, I'm just kidding. It's water. And of course, my sweatshirt, which is my PMS sweatshirt. Purchase more stamps, right? Those are on the apparel shop, Stampersdelight shop.com. But this is adorable. My daughter-in-law came up with this. And it's a little bag. Well, let me put it over here so you can see it. I always forget where to put this so you can see it better. Here, back always. And it's an emergency stamp kit. How cute is that? So you open it up and you put, it's room enough for your paper snips, your adhesive, a block, some dimensionals. Oh, look, and it's purple too, just what we were using. This is what I'm going to be giving away on my birthdays to one lucky winner. So you want to keep on commenting, sharing, thumbs up, subscribing, whether it's YouTube, Facebook. I'm going to pick one lucky winner on February 4th, and somebody's going to win this emergency stamp kit case. Okay? When is your birthday? It is February 4th. Thank you. Yes, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And I will see you back here or back on Facebook Live Friday morning. Until then, keep on